This is what we were wearing the first episode.
We were literally, this was the same day.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. I did?
If you want.
I did. What's up, you guys? Sorry I got off the mic. I'm still getting used to these.
Welcome to episode 3 of What's Your Take? What's been going on with you, baby?
Not much, you know me. Just working.
Working, being a superhero mom.
That's a plus.
That's
yeah.
That's your main job.
That's my main job.
Yeah.
And then I go work.
Then you go work
every
part-time.
day. Full-time also.
Full-time. Oh,
I
you
do
got 2
everything
full-time jobs.
full-time.
Man, hold up. That's why I say you're a superhero mom. You do a lot. People don't understand. She does a lot. I mean, obviously we're not going to get into personals here, but she does a lot. But yeah, same here. You know, just been kicking back. I've been super busy trying to, if you guys haven't already noticed, we got a little upgrade here in the potty pod.
Got something in my face now.
Got some lights, got some mics, you know, trying to upgrade the quality here so that, you know, we can produce better quality content for you guys. I was going to say for you people.
For you peoples.
But yeah, so we had some upgrades. So hopefully, you know, this will kind of change the game a little bit for the channel here. Just a little bit. So what do you got for us today, babe? You've been holding on to something, and I've been wanting to know ever since you brought it up to me. But you said I want to save it for the pod.
I already forgot.
Don't do this to me. Swear. You lying to me. Did you really? For real? You're lying.
Nah, I know. I just
God.
didn't know we were going to do it right now.
What do you got for us?
So, what I've been noticing a lot since pretty much like COVID started, so many people have gotten into self-love. Like you got to love yourself to be happy, not depend on people to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to see what your take on, you know, how self-love, how you take, like, is it important to you?
Yeah, so I think, you know, self-love is super important, not just in like in a relationship avenue, just in general and all around everyday life, you know, because I think the way we approach life is going to really depend on how we feel about ourselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel that, you know, self-love is super important. And then, you know, if you jump ship to the whole relationship avenue, you know, it's hard to, the way I see it is like this. If you're not happy with yourself, how then do you expect to be happy within a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I don't know if, you know, if the pandemic or, you know, being home the last 2 years has helped, but I sure hope that it has, you know, made people kind of dive deeper into who they really are, since we have had all this extra time on our hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's super important. Of course, I think that's something that you should work towards every single day. You know, try to better yourself in whatever way you think is, you know, amplifying you to be a better person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's, you see it everywhere now where it's like, know your worth, you know? Like, don't settle for something just because that's what you have at the moment or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you know your worth?
I think I'm worth more than, you know, being taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm worth more than being treated poorly. I know that I'm worth more than being, you know, in a relationship setting, like cheated on or disrespected or be put down. I know I'm worth more than all of that. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to say that, you know, I'm like fucking super valuable, you know, but
hey, why not?
Man, I feel that way sometimes, you know. I feel like
baby.
I'm a great person, you know, and I have a lot to offer.
You do.
That's how I bagged her, you know what I mean? But yeah, what do you think about it?
I have learned to love myself. Barely. now, I think. Well, not right now in the moment, right? But
just now.
Just the second
just
I
happened.
decided. No, but I've always. I mean,
Well,
I don't want to say I'm like.
Okay, so you're saying that it's like something new to you.
To me, yes, it is.
Why do you think though? Why is it barely now happening?
So I don't want to talk about how I'm a real selfless person, but
you are.
am.
I'll talk about it. You are a very selfless person. You think about everyone else before yourself. You do so much for people, for everyone. You are. But I just wanted to throw that out there because you weren't going to give yourself the flowers, so I needed to do it.
And that's why I kind of stepped back from the situation I was in, and that's when I kind of realized I'm worth more than the situation I'm stuck in right now, and I kind of had to step back from that and learn to love me more than what I had, and know that I was worth a lot more than what I was given.
Right.
So, I mean, it took a whole lot of people to like kind of like dig that in my head, but when it finally clicked, it was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Everybody was right. Yeah.
But you needed to make that discovery, right?
Yes.
You needed to make that.
Yeah, because I mean, I had the same people telling me the whole time for plenty of years, and I just never thought I was worth more, or that I deserved more. Should I put it like that? I never thought it was like, how can I say it? I kind of felt at a moment where it was like, this is what I get. Like, this is all I'm going to get, and I just got to settle and deal with it.
Right.
Until I kind of started. And I think that's what got me to open my eyes, seeing how so many people were like discovering self-love and putting it out there and stuff like that. And I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm not getting that love. I need to do it to myself. I need to love myself. And little by little, I was kind of like, I deserve more than this. And I do have a lot to offer. And for me to not get that in return, kind of like, made me kind of balance, not see how much I outweighed,
Right. Now, do you feel that you were, dependent on love coming from that situation? Do you think that's why you were not in tune with, loving yourself? Do you feel like you were depending on that love?
Well, not depending on it because I wasn't getting it, but I was hoping.
Were you hoping for it, right?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I was hoping that it would happen miraculously one day.
And it just never came, huh?
Nope. So that's when I was just like, nah. And then having my daughter be like, Mom, we need somebody,
Right.
So that played a big role too.
Right. Yeah, I would say, in a situation like that, once it goes beyond the two of you and it's affecting other people, then, it's especially other people being your child or your children, whatever, situation you guys may have, then yeah, I think it is something to reconsider and really take a step back and look at and ask, like, is this the right, place for me? Is this the right scenario for us? Not just you yourself, because it isn't just you anymore, right? It's you and your child. And yeah, but that's good though. That's good that at some point you made the discovery that, hey man, I'm worth more than this. I don't deserve this, and I deserve more than this. And it takes a lot for people to get to that point, to get to that step of
realization.
Yeah. And really accepting what the situation is, right? Because there's always also that hope, right? Like, well, maybe it'll get better, right? And that kind of keeps you in scenario too. Like,
that's what we stick to.
It'll change, right? It'll get better.
That benefit of the doubt, it's always like, it will happen. It's gonna happen. It was there once. It's gonna come back, kind of thing. And It's just like, no. But yeah, I was gonna say something and I totally forgot.
It was a lie.
No.
It was a lie. Why do people say that?
I forgot what it was.
I don't know where I heard that from, but
everybody says it.
I don't know.
Nah, fue mentiras. Eran mentiras.
Yeah. Was it?
No.
Okay.
But it was just you were saying something and then something popped into my head, but I
go look for it. It's probably under the table.
I didn't want to jump in. Oh, yeah, no, that now I can like joke around and laugh freely without being like, you're not funny. Stop. You know.
What do you, so was that one of the issues or what?
It was because I'm sarcastic naturally. I'm always gonna say something. I won't stick. I joke around a lot. So for me to have to hold back on a lot of stuff, it was kind of like
so at the end of the day, you weren't being yourself.
I had to change a lot of times.
Yeah. That's never good. You never want to not be yourself. Now listen, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like we mentioned in episode 2.
The last one.
Well, it's because I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2 where we spoke about how, any good relationship is still going to require work.
It was the last one. Yeah.
There's still a form of being, like meeting each other in the middle with certain things,
Yeah, of course. You still
but
have to.
if you have to completely change your entire personality and your entire, everything that makes you as a person, then, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like that's just not. That's
settling.
Not it. That's not it for nobody.
That's what you're doing. You're settling.
That's just not it for nobody.
No.
So do you feel that's what was happening? Is that why you're saying that now you can laugh freely?
Yeah, because it was like, I mean, I would laugh, right? But it wasn't where I could make a joke and laugh about it or say something sarcastically and it'd be funny. It'd be kind of like, shut up already. You're embarrassing. Or you're not even funny, so stop trying kind of thing. And it's like...
That's so rough. That's so rough because one of my favorite things about you is your laugh.
Oh my God.
There is no other laugh like that. And I love it. It's so contagious, man. It really is. And on top of that, I mean, her and I, we have very similar...
To be honest, my laugh changed.
What do you mean?
It changed. It did.
From what to this? It was something else.
It was different before. I feel that it was like... no, that's my laugh now. It's like just a chuckle. But I don't know. It's... I don't know. I feel it's different. I don't know why. Yeah.
Whatever it is, I love it now. We have... So, her and I, we have very similar... Humor, yeah. So we find a lot of the same things funny. It's not everything. I'm not gonna lie, not everything. There's times where she finds something funny, and I'm like, all right.
Anybody at Walmart, I'm just like, he's so funny, just because he did something like weird.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
all right,
what? You know him? How do you know he's funny?
But that makes me happy, though. That makes me happy that you feel that you can just be you, because that's what I want, right? I feel like that's who I fell in love with, is you being you, and so I would never want you to change, because if this is you, then don't change. If this is who you were suppressing, then I feel
is this me?
That makes me sad. You know what I mean?
You always make fun of me. He always makes fun of me when I'm like, thank you so much. I always tell people thank you so much whenever they help me.
Sometimes it's just so like, thank you so much.
I don't do that.
So much.
I don't do that.
For everything.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you see? Yeah, no, I love that.
It's like, hey, can I have napkins? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it.
Oh my God.
That's because I hardly use napkins because I just lick my fingers.
You do lick your fingers. And I was thinking when we were eating earlier, like, damn, she didn't even wash her hands, bro. You're like,
But I didn't touch anything, did I?
I mean, you grabbed the door opening it, but
You opened the door for me. You always open the door.
Yeah, but you grabbed it.
Oh, that's true. And I couldn't even open it. I thought it was locked.
Yeah, look, listen, I'm not a fucking germaphobe or nothing, but like this whole pandemic thing has definitely, amplified washing the hands. I've learned to wash my hands. I was already pretty decent with it. According to her, she was...
I wouldn't wash my hands, to be honest. Ooh. I wouldn't. I mean, after using the restroom, obvious, but
I hope so. What?
I just put it out there.
Hope so. No, but I mean that's good though.
I
I like that, you know, that aspect of you where
He likes that I changed that and
No, I
wash my
like
hands.
yeah, that I do like. I do like that. No, but I like going back to the thank you so much that, you know, you're being what do you call that? Courteous, kind, respectful.
Oh my gosh, remember when we went to Vans to return my shoes and me and the cashier girl just started talking about the lashes and everything?
Yeah.
And you were like,
God.
dang, you guys like became best friends just off of that.
They had a full on conversation. I was ready to go too.
And I was just like teaching her how to put them on and how long she should wait for the glue to kind of like semi-dry, and then you put them. I was like, you can't put the glue and then just put it on your eye. That's not gonna work. And she's like, oh, okay.
And I was so lost in that entire conversation.
And why were we
But that
talking
happens-
anyway?
that
She was waiting
happens
for
a
like her
lot.
manager to help her or something. She was in training. She was really nice.
That happens a lot with you though. You're so see that just proves my point even more. You're just so nice. You're so easy to talk to. You're always just conversing with people like that, just random fucking strangers and shit.
Like people at work start telling me their whole like life and what's going on and everything. Like that one customer that was like, I'm like, how was your Thanksgiving? And he's just like, oh, not that great. Like I lost my son last month and all these things. And I'm just like,
That's deep. That's so deep.
he did. And then I'm just like, oh my God. And then he goes, he was 19. He had just graduated. He played football in school. He had a heart problem, he said, the little boy. And then
That's
he
pretty
just like,
sad, man.
just one day, the heart just gave up. I was like,
That's sad.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that, you know, getting, I don't want to say like bombarded with information like that, but I feel like something like that is like, damn, you got to prepare me first, you know what I mean? Like don't just throw it. We've
Hit
never
it.
met before and you just fucking throw it on me like that. You know what I mean? That's rough, man. That's so hard. I don't know. You know, I think we're parents, so you never want to go through something like that, right?
I know. That's when I remember back when I was working at the furniture place too, I had so many people like just sit there and talk.
Yeah.
Talk. It was just.
I'm
Can
a-
you hear me or not?
I'm
Because
a
it's not
little-
really like moving.
Yeah, I'm a little different in that I vibe off of people. I don't automatically get along with everyone. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not really getting along.
No,
think
I
people
know, but
just
I
kind
feel
of
like-
open up.
No, sure, but like even that, like I don't know. I just don't have open conversation like that with strangers. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I go based off of vibes. I don't know if that's wrong of me or what, but sometimes I just don't feel that
Well, it's not.
vibe with someone, and it's like, yo,
Because I can be that way sometimes.
yeah.
You can
Don't
be
get me
open
wrong.
to. You can be open with me, but I'm just if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna open back. You know, I'm not gonna be telling you my life story.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an asshole either, right? But I'm just not walking up to strangers and like, yo, last year, fucking, you won't believe. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm the cashier at Walmart. Oh my God,
yeah, like,
you remind me so much of this person. You know why?
right. Yeah, I can't do any of that. If I don't know. I feel like an asshole now.
Why?
I don't know. I
Nah.
feel like I should be more like you. Just
Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
You do it though, and
I
then
do it.
you do it just to like.
I do it not to make fun of you.
Yeah,
but
you do. You exaggerate it. I don't even say it that much. Well, I say it every time, mostly, but not like that.
I'll say it when she doesn't say it, which is so surprising because there's times where you won't say it.
Yeah, but then you're like,
And
thank you so much. Like, whoa.
I gotta compensate, babe.
People
you
are
know?
like,
you see, that's why I don't do it. Right? People are assholes. It's not just me.
they don't vibe.
They don't vibe. Yo, I got some articles that I want us to talk about.
Ooh.
Let me try to set this up actually, because it's gonna be hard. But yeah, there's so much that's been going on. In fact, we'll just do this. We'll come back to it. We'll come back. Okay. So apparently, this lady tried to buy some lady's kid at Walmart. Yo, let me just say, why does the shadiest stuff happen at Walmart?
I don't. There's certain Walmarts I'll go to only. I don't know why.
Yo, the Walmart we were at earlier was a little.
I don't like it. That's because it was daytime.
A
I'm
little
just like walk
suspect,
fast.
bruh. It's a little weird. Yeah. So, but apparently this lady here.
So how did this happen? How was she trying to buy
So
a
apparently
child?
she saw this lady at the checkout, and I'm gonna link the link in the description so that way whoever wants to go read it, y'all can go read it. But so apparently she saw this lady at the checkout with her little boy, and she apparently just walked up to her and offered the woman about 250 grand for the little boy.
Oh my
and was
god.
down to just buy him. Isn't that like super scary?
Well, yeah. You don't think
Like-
she was following them around the store?
Yeah, hold that thought.
The song.
I hate it here.
Hey.
Anyways, so that's so scary that we're walking amongst weirdos like
For real.
this. You don't know who the person next to you is. Again, I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything, but when you got people like this walking up to you, asking to buy your kid from you, it's a little strange, like get the fuck away from me
Yeah.
right now. So yeah, I thought that was so insane.
I had that
This
happen
happened
to
in
me
Texas
once.
too.
I had, not somebody trying to buy my child, but there was a man that kept following me around the Walmart and every time he'd bump into me, he'd like say something. He'd like try to make a conversation.
What would he say?
Well, the first time he was just staring at me. I think we were like in the chip aisle, me and my daughter. And he was just staring at me, and I was just like, I saw that he stared, but he was an older man, so I was just like creeped out, right? I mean, I would have been creeped out anyway, but then it's like an old man.
Yeah.
And then I kept walking, and then he was around the other aisle, and then he's like, I'm sorry if I was staring. You just remind me of somebody. Or actually, I think he called me by that name, some other girl name. And I was just like...
So was it like another girl?
Mm-hmm. And he's like,
So-
oh my God, I thought you were like so-and-so.
So it was definitely creeper vibes?
So I was like, oh, no, it's fine. Like, I get that a lot. I have that face, whatever. And then he's like, I'm sorry. And then I like walked away. And then later on, we bumped into him again. And then he's like, oh, hi. Like, hey, whatever. And we were already like at the cosmetic section. Like the first one, we were at the chips. And then we were at the cosmetic section. And he bumped into me there again.
He was following you.
And I was like, yo. And then at the cash register, again, he was there. And he's like putting my things on the cash register stuff. And he's like, let me help you. And
Right.
like trying to make conversation, saying that he thought I was this one girl that he met on, what's that place you post things to sell? Craigslist. That supposedly he bought something from this girl that I look like, apparently. And he thought it was me. And that after they met from him buying this stuff, they went out for a little bit and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's not me. Like, definitely.
Right.
So then I told my daughter after I paid and everything, I was like, we have to walk fast to the truck, keep up with me. And I don't know if I had her in the cart. And I was like, help me put everything inside. Let's go. And she's like, Mommy, why? And I'm just like,
freaking her
yes.
out.
I was just like, that man is freaking me out. And then she's like, okay. And I was going to stop and pump gas. Yeah. You know how Walmarts have that gas station?
Yeah.
I was going to pump gas there, but I was like, nah, I'm just going to leave Walmart because I'm like, I don't know if this man is still following me.
Yeah.
And
this is why I don't like you going to places, for one, late.
And it was
by yourself,
yeah,
and like with Evelyn, just like y'all two. I know, but like when it's late, it's worse. It's easier for predators to prey, right? I mean, obviously they're gonna do it in the daytime also, which is still sketchy. But I feel like there's more people around. Someone can intervene if need be. Yeah, that's so creepy. I feel though that happens more often though than say like this lady trying to buy this kid. There's a lot more creepers.
I know that's super random.
Creepers following like women around at stores and shit. That's weird. Yeah.
But for somebody to come up to you and be like, hey, I'll give you 25 grand for your kid.
I think it was either 25 or 250. I mean, the article's here.
Well, whatever.
I don't want to go.
They want to buy your baby.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't want to read through it because.
Oh, I think I saw it.
Right here.
Right there, 250,000. Yeah.
250,000.
And she said I had it in my car.
She was ready.
Oh, okay.
Man.
It's so just there in the bag, in the back seat.
This is the lady here. I mean, she. Bruh. Yeah.
Yo.
She looked like she hasn't slept in weeks. She looks like I'm not even. I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
okay.
don't.
Let's go to the next one. So this happened here locally.
Oh.
This I'm sure you've heard of this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is there was three boys who
teenagers.
Three teenage boys who ended up taking the life of their stepfather.
Yeah, their stepdad.
Their stepdad because he was I'm trying to watch my words because I don't want to get flagged. We're gonna post this on YouTube and YouTube's very sensitive. But he was inappropriately having relations with his underage daughter.
Yeah.
And, they found out about it, these three boys, and they took it upon themselves to make sure that this man got what he deserved in their mind. And they ended up taking his life. They beat him severely. From what I remember reading, they beat him. They left. They came back, beat him some more, dumped him in a field somewhere, which he was still alive, but then later died from
the injuries. And then that's when, after he was found, right? How did they even find him? I didn't get that.
I'm not sure how they found him. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know what field they left him in. I don't know if it was where there's agriculture or...
Yeah, I think it was just an open field. The thing is that, so two of them are the little girl's brothers.
Right.
Stepbrothers.
Half brothers.
Yeah. My bad. And one of them is just the brother's friend. He got involved. Mm-hmm. And then, so they were beating the man. The man got away.
Oh, wait, hold on. Also, the man had warrants for previous incidents that were exactly the same. Or a previous incident where he had a minor come forward, accuse him of the same type of stuff, and he already had a warrant for that. So he had already done this stuff before in the past. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that was known.
Mm-hmm. So then they beat him. He got away, and the kids went, and I think they beat him up with brass knuckles.
Yeah, they got him with brass knuckles. Yeah.
They threw him in the trunk of the car and drove off, and I think they beat him more at the field where they dumped him, something like that. But that was the story too, where they beat him up first, the guy ran off,
came back,
and they
came back and finished him off essentially.
They picked him up or something like that.
Right. So I don't know. So look, I don't know if the intent was to take his life or to just beat him, and he ended up just dying because of the beating. I don't know, but so I know that this story has made news outlets in other parts of the country already, so it isn't just a local story here in our local area anymore. I know that there is a petition to have them released. There's a lot of people praising them, right, for what they did.
Well, yeah, the thing is that they're giving them life for that.
They took someone's life.
Yeah.
They took someone's life.
I understand that part, but this man, he was still out after there was already he already had that incident on record. He had that, what was it, a warrant?
It was a warrant, yeah.
For doing what he was doing, and he was just freely doing whatever the heck he wanted. So it's like, I think anybody in their right mind would have reacted the same way the kids did.
I 100% agree. I'm a father also of a daughter, and if I were to ever find out that someone was doing that to her, I would more than likely react the same exact way. Would I take the person's life? I don't know. I can't say that I would, but I can't say that I wouldn't. I just know that I would be in a rage, and I would definitely be filled with emotion, and I would more than likely react off of that emotion. Mm-hmm. Now, the petition is right that they want them released, or that I don't know if they want them released or if they just want the
sentence to go
lower.
Yeah.
And then you have the
Something.
other side of the spectrum, right, where people are like, the law is the law, right? Wrong is wrong, and
And what he did was wrong too, and
what
he
did
was still out there.
right, of course. But
Sorry, I'm getting
we're in a
pretty
country,
upset.
but that's what I'm saying. The other people that are opposing this petition are, in this country we have laws, and you can't take the law upon yourself and do things like this, right? So obviously your take is that you're okay with what happened, the outcome, or what do you?
To be honest, I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with them getting life for that, for defending their little sister.
Right.
Because I mean, obviously the mom's being neglectful too.
Oh, for sure.
So
100%.
who is this little girl gonna go with?
Right.
Her brothers are in jail now for life. The mom, who knows if she's gonna stay with the daughter, and then who knows who else she's gonna bring into her life.
Yeah.
Like, this little girl's gonna be traumatized as is.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, she already is gonna have. I don't want to say a lifetime of trauma because hopefully she can come out of this okay and be fine. Right. That's what we hope for.
Mm-hmm.
But she's definitely gonna experience some sort of, trauma from this.
Yeah.
What from what he was doing, from losing her brothers, from she might even feel like there's so many different avenues.
She could feel at fault too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So she can feel like, damn, it's my fault that they're in there when none of this is her fault, none of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so I agree. The man definitely deserved a good ass whooping. I mean,
see, the thing is, a lot of
I'm
people...
not condoning ass whoopings. Listen, I'm not condoning going out there and finding people like this. None of that shit. I'm just saying this. Everything has consequences. Everything that we do in life has consequences, including what that man did. Now, it was either he was going to go to jail or he was going to face consequences like this. And it just so happened that this is what happened.
That's what I was going to say.
Hold on. What did that say?
Where?
Something popped up on my phone. I don't know if it was like a storage thing or...
That's what I was going to say. Like, a lot of people are saying that these boys should have called the cops instead of doing what they did. The thing, I agree, but then thinking about it, it's like, look, he already had this on record and he was still out. So what, I mean, would it have made a difference? Would it have stopped anything?
Who knows?
Would he just get like what? Would he even get jail time?
Yeah, I mean, they do jail time, but
because he already had this on record and he wasn't in jail.
Well, he had a warrant for his arrest. Now, I don't know exactly what the warrant was for or what, but I know that in a scenario like this, if you get convicted of doing something, you do jail time.
Mm-hmm.
The argument is that a lot of these guys don't do enough time, right? They always they give people like drug dealers give more time than people like this guy
that do stuff like
that. Yeah. And so I don't know.
And for the boys to get life, they were barely 18 and 19 years old.
See, and that's the thing too, right? They were so young, and they still have an entire life ahead of them. Mm-hmm. But now it's just gonna be behind bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I understand where they came from or why they did what they did. I feel just about everybody would have reacted the same way. And that's why I said in the beginning of this conversation, I don't know if the intent was to take it that far or to just, brutally beat him up. And that was just him passing away was a result of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Again, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough situation all around, but as a father, I'm not mad that they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
But they also did break the law. Mm-hmm. They're not just, it's not going to happen. They're not just going to walk away from this. They're just not.
It's like my brother said, he goes, it's still assault, even if you just beat up the person.
Yeah.
It's still assault, but it wouldn't have been life in jail.
Yeah.
But the thing is that had they just beat him up the first time, called the cops on him, what would have happened? What would be the result of that, or the what's the word you said right now? The consequence, I guess, because he had already done it.
Yeah. Well, that's why. So there was that allegation, right? It was an allegation. I'm not taking away from it. I'm just saying. I think at that point, it was just an allegation which prompted the warrant for his arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So that warrant would have probably been
Go to jail.
to go to jail or to do the proper
Do the time.
or court or whatever the fuck
See, but
process comes after that. But yeah, I don't know. This whole situation is crazy. Again, as a father, I'm sure I would have reacted the same exact way. I know that I would. I just don't know how far it would go because I've never been in that position.
yeah.
But because it's so easy to be like, oh, they should have just called the cops. It's so easy when that's not your child going through that, or So I mean, we don't know. I mean, we're people and we're capable of doing a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
We're capable of doing a lot of things.
Especially when you're in rage like
when
that.
When you're put in a situation like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how far I would take that situation, but I know I would react
do
to
something.
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't, in my mind, you don't get away with that scot-free. You don't. You're not going to walk away from that with no consequence. There's going to be some sort of consequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
We'll see what happens with them, though.
Yeah. So TikTok star Addison Rae wants her fans to stop using social media to mask themselves and focus on positivity instead. Now, what do you think this means?
I was barely going to ask, what does she mean by mask themselves? Like pretend to be somebody else or what?
I don't know. Again, this is another article that I don't want to go too far deep into because they get pretty long. I don't want this video to be so long.
I want to see what she means, though.
Let's see. Go for it. Read it to them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Addison Rae said, "Fame has completely changed my life, but becoming an overnight social media sensation isn't all positive." So she says she has over 86 million followers on TikTok, praised the way social media gives people the chance to speak about issues in open conversation, but acknowledged there are pitfalls to having such a large public platform. She says, "I think constructive criticism is never wrong, but I think tearing people down is."
Okay, so she's talking about bullies and stuff, huh? Masking themselves behind the internet, becoming, keyboard warriors. I mean, I think it's true. I mean, look, I think you know how I feel about social media and all that shit, man. They could be gone today and I would be 100% fine. I know a lot of people would probably have a hard time transitioning, but I feel that all of this comes with more negatives than positives.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is great that she's using her platform. I mean, look, over 86 million followers. That's a hell of a platform to start pushing.
Oh, there. I didn't have to read so much. It just says it right there. She says she hopes that social media will become a place of positivity rather than tearing people down.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all hope for that, right? Is it a realistic,
Weren't we talking about this like just yesterday? Like why do people feel the need to talk down on other people or like criticize people? Or
we were talking about this,
right?
Because of
somebody
that we know. Yeah, so it's insecurities, right? It's insecurities to make themselves feel better. It's envy. It's jealousy. It's
well, see, but that's what I was saying, and then you were like, but what is that? Like, okay, you're insecure, but what leads you to like bash on somebody else just because you have that insecurity?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then it's so much easier to do on here. You can literally say anything to anybody and they'll never know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. So I think this is cool. I think that she's using her platform to try and push positivity. I mean, again, 86 million followers, that's a lot of people.
A lot of people bash her.
Why?
Because she's just a TikTok star.
But
she made it.
Here's what people don't understand. Here's what people don't understand. It's like people made her a TikTok star.
Yeah. But see, a lot of people are like, why is she famous? Like, why do people like her so much? I like her, to be honest. Personally, not. I don't know her personally. I think she seems like a real nice, genuine girl, to be honest.
I don't know why I don't know about all that. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know her personally, but I mean, why she's famous? Who cares? She is. She did something that people resonated with. They followed, they liked. It's that simple. If you don't like her, don't follow her.
And see,
But also, don't take time out of the day, out of your day, to go to her page, type some mean, nasty shit. For what? What do you do that for? What do you gain from that? You know what I mean? She's not seeing it. I mean, maybe she is, because I'm sure there's, mass amounts of people that do it, way less than people that actually like her, but enough for her to see it. But still, like, you think nothing's going to change for her. She's still going to be famous. She's still going to make decent money. She's still going to continue to make TikToks, more movies on Netflix. Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
So why do you feel the need to waste your energy on doing that? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But like, who gives a fuck?
She did a song too. She has a little single out. It's actually cool.
Haven't heard it.
I liked it.
Haven't heard it.
It's catchy.
But I mean, it's the same thing with all these social media stars. All these, like, Logan Paul and all them. He started on Vine and stuff. Like, that's just what it is nowadays. That's what. Technology, like the internet and all that, that's what it's created. I think it's great in that aspect, that it's lifted so many people. It's changed so many people's lives over, being at home doing dances.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me.
I know, right?
All this negative shit, that's the negative shit I was talking about, though. There is a lot of it.
But see, like I said,
Sorry. It just went off.
I've watched her TikToks, and I saw her in that movie. She's all that. He's all that. My bad. She seems like a really nice girl. Like, she seems real genuine. She seems like, she's got a family. Her mom, her dad. She has a little brother. I don't know if she has a sister. I think it's just her and her brother.
Yeah.
But do you think that's why people bash on people like that?
Why?
Like, just because they're so liked?
Maybe.
Do you think
that's
it's
what I was
something
saying.
that's like
it's envy, jealousy, all of that. I don't know. I honestly don't know what would cause, because I don't think, my brain doesn't work that way. My brain doesn't work like, let me just go randomly hate on this social media star that I know nothing of personally. I don't know. I have personally nothing against them. Like, my brain just doesn't work like that.
I can't even say I don't like this person, and I can, like, communicate with them, let alone some person that I have no contact with, to be like, oh, they're this and they're that. Don't I always tell you, like, oh, I don't know her, or I don't know him. Like, I can't say I don't like the person, because I won't know. But somebody like that you're never going to reach out to, they're never going to actually talk to you, and for you to just be on there like, they're so fake, or they're so this, they're so that, and whatever.
Right.
Like, what do you get out of that?
I don't know.
It's so crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say something and I fucking forgot. Now I forgot.
It was a lie.
It had to do with this stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, and then a lot of these people are so young. Like, she's pretty young, isn't she?
She's 21.
She's 21. I'd imagine that when she uploaded her videos that she wasn't expecting to blow up like this. You know what I'm saying? Of course
not. Yeah.
So, to be experiencing that kind of negative energy in amounts like that is, it can't be too healthy. It can't be too healthy for the mind. But I give them credit, man. I feel like they try to, when they're doing stuff like this, that's awesome, to try to kind of change the game and change the mold. That's cool. I admire that. That's really dope.
Yeah.
So kudos to Addison Rae. You know what I'm saying? Did you want to check that?
Yeah.
Go ahead. This episode is brought to you by Windshield Repair RGV. Guys, did you know that rock chips can turn into cracks if not repaired on time? Yep, that's right. Those nasty little things can spread quicker than a wildfire if neglected for too long. Any little reason can cause a rock chip to spread. Turning on the defrost in the morning, hitting a pothole on your way to work. Heck, even the natural vibrations of your vehicle can cause them to spread. But don't worry, we got you covered. Windshield Repair RGV specializes in repairing rock chips. It's a very quick process, and on average, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes per repair. All repairs come with lifetime warranty and free mobile service if you're within the service area. Windshield Repair RGV is located in the Valley, and note, we're not talking about California. We're talking about the Rio Grande Valley, baby. So if you're within the area, get in contact to see if you qualify for free mobile service. But hold on, we got more. We have a discount code exclusively for the listeners of the Potty Pod. When you call to schedule your appointment, make sure to mention the discount code RNM to save 25% on your initial repair. That's right. Mention the discount code RNM to save 25% on your initial repair, baby. We over here taking care of y'all, man. Be sure to visit Windshield Repair RGV at windshieldrepairrgv.com. Now back to the show. So let's see what else we got. I'm going to skip this one because I don't really know. Mm-hmm. So apparently Andrew Garfield says he waited to see if Tobey Maguire was going to appear in the new Spider-Man before he decided to.
I would too.
And you know what? I didn't know. I asked my little nephew, because my little nephew's one of the, he loves Spider-Man and the whole Marvel, you know, all that. And I asked him if he already knew that all three of the actors were going to be in the movie together. And he said yes. So I guess a lot of people knew, like I got a lot of the movie buffs that are super into this knew this. We didn't know this.
No.
And so it was a pretty cool surprise for us when we went to go watch the movie.
Yeah, when Andrew Garfield showed up, I was like, they have to have Tobey Maguire. Like, if they don't, this is just going to be like that.
Yeah.
And then when he showed up, it was like, ah.
It was such a good movie.
I did like it. And that's because I'm not into all these movies. Like I said, Spider-Man, I only watched the ones with Tobey Maguire. I never saw the ones with Andrew Garfield or that new kid. I've never ever seen
that new kid.
I forget his name.
His name is Tom Holland.
Ándale.
Right?
Ese.
Is it him?
All I know him from is that one movie, The Impossible. The Tsunami.
I've never seen him in anything other than Spider-Man.
And I've never seen him in anything other than that. He's like a 12-year-old boy.
Isn't he like a boy? Or is he?
Well, he's kind of young, but yeah.
He's a little kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think having all three of them, like the scenes they had together, which was a lot, very funny, very comical. I enjoyed it a lot.
I just don't know why they made
it was a nice surprise.
Andrew Garfield so self-centered.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like everything, Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland.
Holland, yeah.
Would be having like a conversation about something, and then this one would come up like, well, I did this, or like, well, I saved this person, or like, me this, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I just really enjoyed. I low-key kind of want to see it again.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. We saw it at the drive-in, which I wasn't sure how that was going to be. You know what I mean?
The thing was, it was perfect weather, too. It was like cold, and it was drizzly. So we were just in the truck.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be on because it's not hot, you know?
And I have everything off right now, and I'm like dying. It's hot
and I'm like,
for me.
It's good.
And typically in that scenario, you know, we probably would have had the truck on. But the weather was just good. It was cold outside. It was.
And then I wanted popcorn, and you had to go stand in the line.
Stand in the line.
I was like, just come back. It's okay.
I was already too committed, you know. I was like,
That's what you said. You're like, I'm already here.
Yeah, I was like.
So I'm just thinking, like, dang, what if I was out there?
No way.
And I kept telling you to come back.
No. Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I was just too committed. Like I had already been there for like, what, 30 minutes or something. Mm-hmm. It felt like forever, and
I think it was just 5 minutes.
Nah, hell no. That shit was long. I was there for
it was an hour.
Good while. But yeah, good movie. Minutes. If there's still some of you who haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a great movie. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's get to the next one. This is. I want to know your take about
that. Is what makes it funnier is his face right there. Like,
yo, so Nick Cannon said he doesn't like sex toys in the bedroom and sees them as competition.
Yo.
Why is he making that face
How
though?
how low is your self-esteem to see sex toys as competition? Would you think of them as competition?
No, I wouldn't. And I'm trying to watch my words here because I feel like we've had a conversation.
What? What conversation?
I'm gonna edit this out.
Where was my mind?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Should I say it?
No.
I'll say it if you want me to say it.
No, I don't
'Cause
remember.
I don't fucking care. I told you, remember? I wanted to get you.
Oh, okay. Don't talk about that.
Here's how I see it, yo. Like if there's anything that I can do or bring into the bedroom to enhance your experience, why not?
Whose experience, babe? Who are you talking to?
Yours.
I can't.
You can't what?
I don't know. I mean, I've never tried anything, but I don't know. It doesn't catch my attention, honestly. I'm just like, for what?
Hold on, we're not trying to sell you on buying toys.
Oh.
The question is, you asked me if I see it as competition.
Oh.
I'm saying no.
No.
I don't
Okay.
see it as competition. I'm just saying if I could enhance that experience for you, then yeah, why not? And if it involves
What if
that,
I were like, babe, no, just give me.
yeah, then I'd have that face. I'd have that face right there.
I'd be like, how about you go to sleep?
Yeah, that would be a little painful.
I'll be like, hey, you got me into it.
I'm gonna do it.
No, for what?
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get to it.
You want it. You're going to keep it here.
Don't judge me. Why you gotta be so judgmental?
I ain't judging. I'm just being honest.
I thought this article was fucking funny, man. And then you're at his face. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess some guys, you know, that whole situation scenario is, you know, a sensitive topic for a lot of guys, you know.
Why?
I don't know. You just insecurities, right? There's a lot of insecurities involved with that, you know, especially now in today's, maybe it's just always been like this, but you know, the whole like the size of things matters or it doesn't matter or, you know, all of that shit goes on. And, you know, you've seen some of these fucking toys, man. They're as big as this whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? And so,
What the fuck?
and a lot of them can do, you know, things that we can't. Just plain and simple. It is what it is. They can.
Oh my
So, you know,
gosh.
I'd imagine that that's where this kind of mentality comes from. But I don't know. I just wouldn't see it as a problem. If it
No?
made your experience better, why not? Fuck it.
And
it
if
don't
I
matter.
change to only sex toys?
Then that's on you.
Okay. You wouldn't feel any type of way?
I mean, what could I do at that point?
Like if you're gonna try and like get it in, I'll be like, no, babe, like
We'll go get one of those fucking, what are they called?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fucking
Sex
fleshlight.
toys.
You know what that is. Don't
You
fucking,
would get one?
Don't fucking
No,
act-
but you would get one
Yeah.
for yourself?
Yeah.
Because you're not doing me?
Pues what else? Pinches Manuelas here, they get, you know.
Ew!
Fleshlight, it is up for a sponsorship.
Stop it! It's so weird.
What, all in all, today's take was pretty good, I feel.
Yeah.
You guys comment below with y'all's takes. We'd love to hear y'all's opinions.
Just don't talk about fleshlights.
Yeah, talk about fleshlights. Why not?
No, I said don't.
Why not? You're
Don't.
shaming people into not being able
I'm
to
not
talk?
shaming anybody.
So
I'm
then
just
let
saying
them
don't
talk.
do it.
Do it. Y'all comment below. I want to know y'all's take on everything. We want to know y'all's take on
He
everything.
wants to know what fleshlights you guys use.
Nah. Just go on the website. Here, let's pull it up.
Yeah.
Woo. That was that. Peace.
Peace.